Hello, and welcome back to Calm English Dialogues. I'm Ashley, and it's wonderful to have you with us today.
And I'm Tom. Today we're going to talk about something many of us have experienced either as tourists or as residents, a phenomenon often called overtourism. Specifically, we're going to look at what's been happening in Japan.
That's right. Japan is such a beloved destination, and its popularity has grown so much in recent years, with a rapid growth in visitor numbers placing increasing pressure on local communities. But with that success comes a real challenge: how to manage the huge number of visitors without losing the very charm that attracts them in the first place. Not just in major urban destinations like Kyoto and Tokyo, but also in regional areas. It's a tricky situation.
Exactly. It's a delicate balance. So let's explore this a little. When we think about the specific places feeling this pressure, I think Kyoto often comes to mind first, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. You picture these serene temples, the beautiful gardens, the geishas in the Gion district. But the reality on the ground can be, well, very different from that peaceful image. In districts such as Gion, heavy pedestrian congestion, intrusive photography, and poor visitor manners are frequently reported, making it incredibly crowded.
Right. I've read reports about heavy pedestrian congestion where it's just difficult to walk. And that brings other issues, things like intrusive photography or visitors not being aware of local customs. The expansion of short-term rentals has also been linked to rising housing costs, which changes the atmosphere of a place and puts pressure on residents.
It really does. And it's not just in the ancient capital. Even iconic natural landmarks are feeling the strain. Mount Fuji is a perfect example of this.
Yes, especially during climbing season. The number of climbers has surged in recent years, and that's led to overcrowding near the summit and pressure on facilities.
And there's the issue of bullet climbing, right? People trying to go up and down without resting overnight.
Exactly. It's risky for climbers and rescue teams. Because of that, authorities introduced measures like a daily cap of 4,000 climbers, a 2,000 yen fee, and time restrictions.
That makes sense. They're trying to protect both the mountain and the people. And the pressure isn't limited to Kyoto or Mount Fuji.
Right. In Osaka, for example, areas like Dotonbori now experience constant congestion, noise, and litter. There have even been discussions about introducing entry fees in certain areas to manage crowds.
And in Hokkaido, places like Otaru and Niseko are also feeling the impact.
Yes, I read that in Otaru, visitor numbers are almost back to pre-pandemic levels, which has caused congestion and even safety incidents. In Niseko, foreign ski tourism has driven up land prices and increased pressure on transport services.
It's clearly a nationwide issue, but I think it's important we also look at the other side of the coin. It would be unfair to only focus on the negatives because tourism brings so much good as well.
That's a very good point, Ashley. The economic benefits are undeniable. Tourism creates jobs and stimulates local economies, from small restaurants to traditional craft shops. This revenue is crucial for many communities.
And sometimes it can lead to better infrastructure. Think about upgraded transport, signage, and digital services. These improvements, often funded by tourism-related taxes and fees, benefit both visitors and residents long-term.
Of course. And there's the cultural promotion aspect. Tourism promotes Japanese culture internationally and supports traditional arts and festivals, ensuring they are preserved for future generations.
So there's this constant tension. On one hand, you have these clear, tangible benefits, but on the other, you have the direct impact on the people who live there day in and day out, which can be very negative.
That really is the heart of the issue, isn't it? For residents, the daily reality can be tough. They face crowded transport, traffic congestion, noise, and litter. The rise of short-term rentals not only reduces housing availability, but also drives up rents, impacting their quality of life.
That must be incredibly frustrating. It's a real decline in the quality of life, and the environmental cost is significant. Littering, overuse of facilities, and vegetation damage affect natural areas like Mount Fuji. Historic districts suffer from excessive commercialization and a loss of traditional atmosphere, which is a form of cultural degradation.
You risk losing the very authenticity people came to see. It's a strange paradox. On the safety side, risky behavior for social media photos can lead to serious accidents, and large crowds strain emergency services. It's a multifaceted problem.
It really makes you think about our own role as travelers, doesn't it? The desire to see the world is such a wonderful thing, but it seems to come with a growing responsibility.
It does. And I wonder how much of a part social media has to play in this. Everyone wants to get that one perfect photo from that one famous spot. This naturally concentrates everyone in the same few locations, all at the same time.
That's such a great point. Perhaps a big part of the solution isn't just about controlling visitor numbers, but also about encouraging people to explore beyond those famous Instagrammable spots, to disperse, you know?
I think that's a huge part of it, spreading the benefits and the burdens of tourism more evenly across different regions. It's such a complex problem, and the solutions we're seeing, like visitor caps, fees, and time restrictions at Mount Fuji, show that authorities are trying to find that sustainable middle ground. Other cities are considering similar congestion control measures.
It seems the core challenge is to find a way to welcome visitors with genuine hospitality while fiercely protecting the daily lives of residents and the integrity of the place itself. It seems like policymakers are trying not only to limit visitor numbers, but also to educate travelers and encourage them to spread out more. Real-time congestion data, multilingual guidance, and promotion of off-peak visits are being implemented.
Well said. It's a conversation that is happening in popular destinations all over the world, but Japan provides a really clear and compelling case study. It's clear that there are no easy answers, and authorities must invest more in safety and crowd management, which increases public costs.
Absolutely. It's been a very thoughtful discussion, and it's certainly given me a lot to think about for my own future travels.
Me too. I think perhaps the future of travel is about being more mindful, not just about where we go, but how we go, thinking about our impact.
That's a perfect way to put it, Tom. A beautiful thought to end on.
Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for spending these moments with us.
And if this conversation gave you something to reflect on, we're really glad you were here.
Until next time.
We'll see you in the next conversation.